Hello and welcome to Electronic Solutions. If you are new to the channel, then please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the latest notifications. Today I am going to discuss about the Karnaugh map or K-map. The K-map is basically a graphical method and a systematic approach to solve the Boolean expressions. Now this method is basically proposed by which and it is modified by Karnaugh and therefore it is named as a K-map. Now the basis of this K-map is a graphical chart which consists of the different number of boxes which are also called as a cells. Now how to determine the cells is given by number of cells is equal to 2 raised to n, where n represents the number of variable. Today we are going to discuss 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable K-map. Now we'll see how to label these rows and columns for a particular number of variables in K-map. Now the product terms are assigned to the cells of K-map by labeling each row and each column with a variable or with its complement or combination of the variables and the complement. The meaning is that for one variable there are two cells which are labeled as A bar and A. So one variable is a complemented and another is uncomplemented. Now for A and B we'll see how to label. For three variable again we'll see how to label this. Now the product term which is associated with each cell is nothing but the product of all the variable in that row and the column corresponding to that particular cell. So first we will see how to label. Now for two variable, here the variable is A. So here it is A bar, A, B bar and B. Now for three variable, again it is A bar, A. And now here first B bar, C bar. Then you have a B bar, C, BC and BC bar. Now the next is for 4 variable. So for 4 variable, here there are two variable A and B. So this first is A bar B bar, then A bar B, then AB and AB bar. And for columns it is C bar D bar, C bar D, CD and CD bar. So this is what is the labeling. Now here you can see that B bar C bar both are complemented. B bar C one uncomplemented, one complemented, both not complemented, and again one complemented and other is not complemented. Here we are going to write the product terms corresponding to each cell or each box. Okay. Now for one variable K-map, the variable used is A only. So the first cell is corresponding to A bar and second is equal to A. Now for two variable, the product term corresponding to the first cell is nothing but it is a product of the variables in that particular row and column. So for this cell it is equal to A bar B bar. For this A bar B. For this cell it is A and B bar. And for last it is AB. Now for three variable, this is A bar and B bar C bar. This is A bar B bar C. This is A bar BC and this is ABC bar. Now this is A B bar C bar. This is A B bar C. This is ABC and this is ABC bar. Now we'll write for 4 variable. So for this cell A bar B bar and this is C bar D bar. So first is A bar B bar C bar D bar. A bar B bar C bar D, A bar B bar C D, A bar B bar C D bar. For second it is A bar B C bar D bar, then A bar B C bar D, A bar B C D, and A bar B C D bar. Now for third it is A B and C bar D bar, A B C bar D, A B C D, A B C D bar, and for last it is A B bar C bar D bar, A B bar C bar D, A B bar C D and A B bar C D bar. So this is how the product terms are assigned to all the K maps for different variables. Now if you observe this K map carefully, then you will find that when we move from one cell to the next, either on row or along any column, then we'll find that there is only one variable change. Okay, so see, for two variable, when you go from first row to second row, A bar to A, that means one variable change. From one column to another, B bar to B, so one variable change. Now for three variable also, you can see this is the first column, B bar C bar, change to B bar C. So B bar will be as it is and C bar will be changed to C, so only one variable change. From B bar C to BC, so C will be as it is, B bar is changed to B, and from BC to BC bar, so B as it is and C will be changed to C bar. So if you observe, you will find that there is only one variable change. And if you remember the gray coding system, then this is a property of a gray code that whenever or there is only one variable change when we proceed to the next number or the previous number, and therefore we can label these one variable, two variable, three variable and four variable K map using a gray code system. So now I will show you how to label this using a gray code. So this is how we can label the cells using gray code system. Now see that in gray code we are using 0 and 1. So 0, 1. For two variables 0 to 1, 0, 1. For three variables 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So only one variable change. So 0, 0 to 0 to 1, again 0 to 1 and again 1 to 0. So likewise we have labeled all the up to 4 variable K map. Now I will name these cells, but here now using the product instead of using the product term, I am going to write some shorthand notations corresponding to each product term, and that shorthand notations are represented by this small m and they are called as an min terms. So now I will represent this each cell using the corresponding min term. Now see how to write the min terms. Now for two variable map, the first cell is 0 and 1. So this is represented as M0 and this is represented as M1. For two variable corresponding to this 0 and 0. So 0, 0 corresponds to M0. 0, 1 corresponds to binary M1. 1, 0 corresponds to M2 and 1, 1 corresponds to M3. Similarly, for three variable, 0, 0, 0 corresponds to M0, 0, 0, 1 corresponds to M1, 0, 1, 1 corresponds to M3 and 0, 1, 0 corresponds to M2. Again 1, 0, 0 corresponds to M4, M5, 1 and 1, 1 corresponds to M6. And now we label for 4 variable. 0, 0, 0, 0 corresponds to M0, 0, 0, 0, 1 is 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 represents M3, 0, 0, 1, 0 represents M2. Now 0, 1, 0, 0 represents M4, 0, 1, 0, 1 means M5, 0, 1, 1, 1 represents M7, 0, 1, 1, 0 represents M6. Now 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay. So 1, 1, 0, 0 corresponds to M12 binary if you represent it. So 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2 and 2 raised to 3. So 8 plus 4 will give you 12. Then 1, 1, 0, 1, that means M13. 1, 1, 1, 1 means M15 and this is M14. and 1000 means M8, M9, 1011 is M11 and M10. So this is how we can represent. So this is how we can represent the different variable K map using a shorthand notations which are called as an minterms. Now I will show you one example how to represent a standard SOP on K map. So let us consider this example. So plot y is equal to ABC bar plus ABC plus A bar B bar C on K map. So basically there are three variables A, B, C. So we are going to plot it on a three variable K map. So this is our three variable K map. So just now we have seen how to assign the terms. Now remember that whenever we are going to enter a standard SOP on a K map, then we are going to enter one corresponding to that particular minterm. So this term, that is A, B, C bar, is a one minterm, this is another minterm, and this is another minterm. So corresponding to this minterm, I am going to enter one in K map. Again, one more one for this and one more one for this. So let us start representing the given expression. Now the first is A, B and C bar. So let us try to plot this. So this is variable A, this is 0, that means this row represents A bar and this represents A. This is BC, so this is B bar, C bar. This is B bar, C, BC and BC bar. I am going to represent A, B, C bar. So A means this row and B, C bar means this cell. So this and this, so I am going to enter first one. Second is A, B, C. So A and B, C. So this is the second one. And A bar, B bar, C. So this is my A bar and B bar, C means this. So I am going to enter 1 in this. Now when we enter these three ones, the remaining cells are filled with 0. Okay. So this is how we are going to represent the equation. We can name this as this minterm is corresponding to A, B, C bar. This is ABC and this is for A bar, B bar and C. Okay. So this is how you can represent. Also you enter 0. Or instead of writing 0 and 1, also you can write A bar and A and write B bar, C bar. That means you directly enter the variable and then you can enter 1. So any method is valid. So again here we can enter it as A, B, C bar. So this is A and this is B, C bar. So this is 1. Again A, B, C, that means this location, and A bar, B bar, C. So A bar, B bar, C means this. And again we will fill the remaining fields with 0. So this is how we can represent the standard SOP on Karnaugh map. In my next video, I am going to tell you how to enter or how to represent a standard POS, that is a product of sum term on K map. So keep watching my videos, and if you like my video, then please share the video with your friends. Thank you. Thank you so much.